with their motion though, actually.
So here's the deal.
Yes, Your Honor.
I have a lot of history with Ms. Gonzalez, a ton of history you don't know about. And we've gone round and round with her testing positive for alcohol, pills, meth, cocaine, alcohol, and it's literally been over and over, and it's been over. And now while she's on this probation, she tests positive for meth.
The night she tested positive for amphetamines, meth, and opiates, and on the March 5th, she tested positive for THC. She's also had skips on her device, 12 in February, 5 in January, 8 in December.
So I really think, and I warned her at the outset when she got on the probation that it was a problem, that I was going to put her in treatment. And I think that this is truly the only appropriate way to go forward, because we gave her the opportunity to do this on her own, and we multiple times, and it's just not happening.
I have signed up for treatment, sir.
Ours is better. And I think that that's really the only appropriate course of action. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to amend your conditions to go into treatment. I think that that's, the evaluation is to do HUA.
Yes, go ahead, I'm sorry.
In terms of the treatment, Your Honor, is it that you are wanting it to be jail-based treatment, or could it be facility?
Well, I usually,
It's too late. When we're helping ourselves to test casita, it's a 3 to 6 month program based on how to respond.
Your Honor, I have my father at home by himself, Your Honor,
gave you the opportunity, ma'am.
may I speak to you
Not gonna-
openly? Just for a second, Your Honor?
No, I've heard it before. You've told it to me time and again, and I've heard it time and again. And I'm sorry, but, we gave you the opportunity. You're testing positive for these.
Please.
So, Your Honor, I think when I spoke to her before, the only thing that we were talking about in terms of possible failed drug tests was a test that I showed from last month for marijuana. And so her explanation for that, Your Honor, is that she has broken her arm in 2 different places.
Yes.
And pain management issues. I took, until we were here now, I'm only hearing about these other things. The only reason I bring it up, Your Honor, is because if she is having some type of issue with substances, I support treatment. I just question whether the jail-based treatment is the only possible option. Like, could she go into custody and be transferred from there into a facility where she has to be inpatient for 120 days or however many days you're requiring? Does it just have to be who? I guess is what I'm asking.
Here's the thing. Every time that I've done a TRAS on someone and has deviated from it, we've paid for it dearly. They've either picked up a new WI, a felony, and I really take homage in the TRASs, because I tell you, every time we deviate from it and I acquiesce to something that you guys want or defense wants, we pay for it dearly, and they end up in a worse position. And so that's why this has been an ongoing battle for 2 years. We've had an ongoing battle with Ms. Gonzalez for 2 years, where it's been nonstop testing for this or testing for that. And I can show you the proof. I've got the proof. And now while she's on bond, she picks up a felony PCS. She's testing positive for these things,
I would just add the felony PCS was dismissed
I get it.
It's my medication.
within 5 days of it being filed. So
I understand. I get it. But I really want to do it with the TRS. I'm sorry, man, but that's what we're
I
going
can't
to do.
leave my father, sir.
These are things that you think about when you're out there in the free world. We gave you the opportunity, Ms. Gonzalez. I'm not going to argue with you.
No, sir, I'm not trying to argue with you, sir. I don't think the drug tests you're not, Your Honor, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to say you're not looking at it correctly, but maybe you're not remembering, sir. I haven't
So
drank
maybe
in
she wants a
15
motion,
years.
maybe she wants a hearing on, revoking, actually revoking her probation. if
Not
that's what-
revoking it.
So he's not.
Not revoking.
No,
You're just changing the conditions.
what I'm saying is, my drug tests, sir, those are my medications that you're calling out, sir. The Adderall.
Okay, stop.
Yes, ma'am.
Just, I'm sorry.
Please, sir. Please, sir.
Not gonna argue. No, we tried this.
Can you please tell, his name is Steven, he's around the corner. That they're putting me in jail. How long am I gonna be?
It's all up to you. If
Your Honor,
you're
I will
well,
do
the treatment-
anything. I can't take my dad's not gonna have anyone to help him, sir. If we
I'm not gonna
please
argue
look.
with you, ma'am.
No, sir, I'm not trying to argue.
Had the opportunity.
I have been drinking 15 years,
Thank
Your
you, Your
Honor.
Honor.
You have to look at my stuff. It's not right.
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. Second offense, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 1 year in jail to be probated for 18 months. Has he done the TRS yet?
Yes, ma'am.
No. You will do what's called a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. You must fulfill these conditions. If you don't, a motion to revoke will be filed. You will be put into custody and we are going to have a hearing on whether to revoke your probation or not. It'll be DWI repeat offender education class, 2 victim impact panels, no drugs, no alcohol, no breath test refusal, meaning that if you're pulled over, an officer asks you to submit a breath test while you're on this probation, you must do it. A guardian interlock, 30 hours of community service, and 5 days in Harris County Jail as a condition. Is this how you understand it?
Yes, sir.
You know, the more important thing to me, Mr. Garcia Ibarra, is you're young. What are you, 35, 37?
33.
33 years old. Your history sucks. It really freaking sucks. You know, DWI dismissed in 22. DWI pled to in 23. Fleeing and eluding, interfering, and now open a DWI second and 2 felony assaults of a peace officer. What's it gonna take for you to get, man? Is it a 25-year sentence? Do you know what happens next time you get a DWI?
Yes.
What happens?
It's a felony in jail.
2 and in the penitentiary. That's what happens next time. And with your record, as bad as it is, it doesn't have to be where you're stumbling, stupid, ball-ass drunk on the road. The mere smell, in and of itself, they're going to look you up. Every single time you get pulled over, they're going to harass and harangue you. It doesn't matter what you're doing, what time of day, where you're going. Every time you get pulled over with your record, they're going to harass you. So why give them the evidence? Why give them, of all the aches and pains, 1 button and $50 anywhere you want to go in this life? Do you understand? You're giving up the right to go to trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty to this offense, like I said, it'll go on your record. It'll be there for the rest of your life. How do you plead to this offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty, and I'm going to sentence you to 1 year in jail. I'll probate that for 18 months. You will do a repeat offender DWI education class, 2 victim impact panels, guardian interlock, no drugs, alcohol, 30 hours community service. Do you have any children?
Sir.
If you do a parenting class, I will consider the community service waived. Five days to begin April 28th. You must report by 6 p.m. If you fail to report this deal, is off the table and you're looking at an entire year in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
The other thing is this, Mr. Garcia Ibarra, I have to somehow get a hold of you so that you understand that we mean business. And there's two ways that we do that. One is by jail time, which now you're obviously not doing. The other is by hitting you where it really hurts. And that's what we're going to do. I'm now going to hit you with a surcharge that you will be required to pay. And if you don't pay it, every $100 you owe, you will sit 1 day in jail. I don't know what else we have to try to get your attention, so that I'm hoping that this is it before you pick up a felony offense. It's a $6,000 surcharge, and then how much your court costs?
What was the driver's license before? A year ago?
1 year.
Okay, give me one second.
I will give you plenty of time to pay for it. We will give you a 2-year to 3-year payment plan. So that will give you enough time. If you have any problems, you can come talk to us. But the worst possible thing you can do in this life is pick up another DWI, pick up another case, or abscond, take off. Because if you do that, that's just, it's a guaranteed motion to revoke. You understand?
Sir.
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty. I'm going to send you to this agreement. For what it's worth, I usually waive these on almost every first DWI. You're now working your third. So at some point, like I said, we've got to get a hold of you to ensure that you don't pick up a felony or kill someone.
No, I just want to mention that I was talking to him about his finances, and my intention was to ask you to waive it, and I understand
I
you've made your
normally
ruling.
do, Ms. Casanova, on all first, but this is a third alcohol contact, you know? I'll waive his supervisory fees with regard to them, but I want to get his attention. And I think that probably the only way to do it is with money. And like I said, if you don't pay it, your butt's going to sit $100 for 1 day in jail. You're probably going to owe somewhere in the neighborhood of around $6,500 now. Any slower, you'll be going backwards.
No,
It's when people are watching, that's what happens.